Before I start this video, I just wanted to make a bit of a correction as to a video that I made about quitting YouTube a couple days ago. I'm not necessarily quitting YouTube, it's just that I'm uploading whenever I want, so that way I don't have a set schedule to stress over, and that way I know I can make better content, and not because it's just that I'm going to be feeling it. So just throwing that out there, not on to the regular video. What is going on, guys? It's Suspect here bringing you guys a brand new YouTube video, and in today's YouTube video, it was announced, I believe, today. I don't know if it was announced today or when it was announced, but as soon as I saw it, I had to make a YouTube video on it because I always make videos on these, or at least I try to, and it's the MLG Las Vegas pools are now revealed to the public for us to see, and you know, pretty much I'm going to be making my predictions and be giving out what it is that I feel you know, could be the outcome of these pools. So we'll go ahead and look at it right now. As you guys can see, I'm currently looking at the pool along with you guys. You have in Group A, Team Envious versus FaZe Clan. You have Group B, Rise Nation versus Optic. Group C, you got C9 and TK, and in Group D, you got Luminosity and Allegiance. Now, a lot of you guys might be wondering, why is there a Game Battles qualifier team? And obviously the open bracket team, that's always been a thing. It's always been 3 pro teams into a pool, and then the last slot in the pool is for an open bracket team. But this time around, MLG is doing something to where you play an online qualifier, and pretty much the top 4 winners of that tournament that goes on online gets a free funded team pass, hotel paid, and everything to go over and compete at Las Vegas, which is pretty cool. Now, the only thing with this, the only thing with that is how can I put it? It could be possible that high-level amateur teams are going to be in that, you know, in that area. So then, there might be a bit of more of a stir whenever it comes to going into the pools. I know I'm making it sound very weird, but let's say, for example, Echo Fox, right? Echo Fox is a really high-level amateur team filled with ex-pro players and stuff, or what they're seen as pro players still to me, but they're high-level players still, you know, Proofy, Neslo, whoever. And basically what they could do is go through this Game Battles online qualifier, and they could just settle up for it. Because let's be honest here, what seems easier, going through, you basically get 2 shots at this. Because if you already paid for a team pass to, you know, hopefully qualify for the open bracket team, you could try and run this online qualifier not only to get funded into the tournament, but you're automatically in pool play. Why wouldn't you take that shot if you're a high-level team? So I'm expecting that, to be honest with you. And obviously, if it's some strict amateur level teams, I'm not, you know, you know, you get to know who they are and stuff, but more than anything, you don't see much out of the amateur teams going into pool play. Open bracket teams, like I said, teams you could be expecting from my point of view. We could be seeing, like I said, Echo Fox, Enigma 6 possibly. We could see Renegades, Team Orbit, basically all these other teams, these other pro teams that we know already, we could still see them in the group phase. I wouldn't doubt that that these guys will make it, you know, and I'm pretty sure because this is the first LAN for Infinite Warfare, a lot of teams around the world are going to be coming, so should be interesting. But enough of that with the game battles qualifier and the open bracket team. Let's go ahead and get to my predictions and what I feel is going to be for each group. And usually, I can go ahead and say more and stuff because there's more teams involved, but this time around there's not. There's only 2 teams that we can see per group, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Group A, Team Envious versus FaZe Clan. Like I said, I mentioned this in every video. I try not to be biased in these videos because people that have been subscribed to me for a while, or you guys are real life friends of mine, or for whatever the case, you guys know me, I'm a massive Team Envious fan. I love them to death. I've been a fan ever since Ghosts, and watching them win champs is awesome, but I digress. So I'm gonna be honest, FaZe looks so good in this game. FaZe looks awesome. Clayster looks like he's at the top of his game again. Everyone else on the team is playing really well. If I'm honest, I can truly see FaZe Clan beating Envy. But at the same time, Envy's going to be really low on practice considering that Apathy's in his honeymoon. He recently got married. And, you know, for the most part, they're pretty solid at the game. They've been making it to quarterfinals and stuff in tournaments. So you know, don't count them out completely. And then, of course, LAN is completely different from online, but at the same time, we did see FaZe on LAN, and they played at the PlayStation Experience Invitational, and they won the tournament. Even though it was a show tournament and everything, you know, you still had teams like EG, Orbit, LG, and those kinds of guys. They performed for the most part. Like, no one was gonna go to that tournament just like thinking that it was you know, for fun. So I can see FaZe Clan actually beating Team Envious. Obviously, I would love to see MVP FaZe. Rise Nation versus Optic Gaming. Optic Gaming is still the roster that you guys know, which is Karma, Scump, Crim, and Formal. Now, everyone, absolutely everyone, has been really on edge about this team. Like, really, really badly, because they don't like the game. At the beginning, they were complaining a lot, and you don't see them practicing as much, and like, you don't even see them practice against higher level teams. Like, you don't see them screaming Envy or FaZe. You see them screaming, like, you know, E United or Renegades or something, and it's not to bash on them, but like, obviously they're not as high of a tier of teams as Envy or FaZe or EG or none of those teams, and they don't scrim them. So I don't know what's going on there. And then Rise Nation is, of course, Looney, Facento, Aqua, and Felony. Very stacked team. They pretty much have been together since AW, except or actually Facento and Aqua have been together since AW practically. Felony has been a really good fit with them, and Looney's pretty much like an adaptive player, really, really good. I feel like he's very underrated. I could very much see that game going the distance, to be honest. I can honestly see this go to like a game 4 or game 5. If I had to predict, honestly, I can see Rise taking it, and I want to see Rise take it. Like I said, I try not to be biased. I'm not fond of Optic, to be honest with you, but it's nothing against them or anything. It's just, of course, they're rivals with Envy. But, you know, I want to see Rise take it, and I honestly do think that Rise can take it, but it's not going to be easy. Do not count those 4 players out. They're still a very stacked squad. They know what the hell they're doing, and just we'll have to see what goes on from there. TK and C9, have not heard much of TK, to be honest. I'm surprised that they're inside the groups. And then there's C9. Quite honestly, I could see C9 taking that one easily, kind of. TK hasn't really been an organization that really stirs up the pot or anything ever since, like, you know, Black Ops 2, actually. Even in Advanced Warfare, they were kind of like meh. So I can see C9 taking that one. Luminosity versus Allegiance. I'm not too familiar with who's on Allegiance, but Luminosity consists of Octane, Slacked, Classic, and I forgot who the last player was, but it is that team basically that was on Rise before. And yeah, so I'm pretty much thinking that Luminosity does take that one. However, at the PlayStation Invitational event, it did look like Luminosity looked like a strong team, but they got eliminated. Like, they didn't show up like we all thought they would. So very interesting, very weird, and yeah, this is really weird, to be honest with you. I don't know. We'll have to see what goes on from there. And one more thing that I want to predict, teams that I feel like are going to come from the open bracket: EG, Elevate, Orbit, and that's about it, to be honest with you. Just those 3 teams. The other one, I'm not too sure who it could be, to be honest with you. And well, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. In case you guys did, make sure to leave a like, rate, subscribe if you haven't already. And I know a lot of you guys might not have wanted to watch this video because it's competitive Call of Duty or whatever, or because it's Infinite Warfare. You guys don't seek interest for it, but I still want to make these videos. They're really, really fun to make. I love talking competitive Call of Duty, so my Twitter handle's in the description below in case you guys want to go ahead and follow me, talk to me on social media about competitive Call of Duty, because I love doing that stuff, and I love talking to you guys about it, which I actually end up doing